Assalamu alaikum.
And peace be upon you. We are two hijabis.
And One Vision.
Today we've been lucky enough to be invited for a dinner by the Westminster Palestinian Society to meet a few inspirational Palestinian women.
So we will be interviewing them and having a bit of an informal discussion to find out about their stories and all things Palestinian related. So we hope that you guys benefit a lot from it and enjoy as well.
Thank you. I'm with I'm with four inspirational Palestinian women, straight directly from Palestine. They're going to introduce themselves, what they do, and why they're here. So I'm not going to long out this conversation. So here you go. Introduce yourselves.
My name is Wala Arqat. I live in Abu Dis. I study in the Al-Quds University, and I'm studying social service.
My name is Shahad Awawdi. I'm a trainee lawyer. I'm from Hebron. I have studied at Al-Quds University. That's it.
Hi, I'm Karama. I'm from Abu Dis. I studied in Al-Quds University Development Science, and I'm volunteer with CADFA, and I work with Dar Sadaqa in Abu Dis.
My name is Najwa Quran. I am from Al-Bira. I am a lawyer, and I am here for the project with CADFA, with women in action for participate for the World Women a Day.
This focus group that we're trying to get into is to discuss certain issues that are directly affecting you. We want to understand how your life and what you're doing affects Palestine in the long term. So I want to ask you as a general question, how do you feel your studies, and as women, how do you feel that you're helping Palestine, and what do you think the solutions are? What do you think? I'm not sure what. Yeah, what do you think of long-term prospects? What do you think this exchange program that brought you here, what do you think it will do in the future for women like you in Palestine and women here? So yeah, who wants to start? Do you want to start? Okay.
Actually, I just want to say that I have been here in London 2 years ago. When I arrived London, I saw that many people here do not know about Palestine issue. So it was a good chance for me to let the people know about Palestine and how is the real life there, because media sometimes does not show the real fact of the real fact. So I think as I'm a lawyer, I'm a trained lawyer. I think with the exchange women from Palestine to London or to any European country, it helps a lot, because it lets the people know more about Palestine, how is the situation there, how are we suffering there. So it's make many positive things.
Have you seen directly the effects that you've had on people? Do you feel like you've changed opinions of people?
Yep. I have many friends here from London, because I'm in London right now, and they asked me many times about Palestine. If I say when I said something, they said, "Oh, come on, are you sure?" I said, "Yes, we are suffering a lot. We have as I told many friends, we have two IDs, like blue IDs and the blue card and the green card. They never know about it. I told them about the wall and how we are suffering right now. Sorry for that. How we are suffering right now because of the wall and the checkpoints everywhere. And I think I have changed many opinion about that.
What's your opinions, if you've got any other? Do you have any other opinions?
Actually, I would say for you guys and for other who maybe see us or watch us or hear
about us. It's something important for us to be here and to exchange our experience with the other. And the situation is not always like what the media is saying or what the media is show. So sometimes it's important to meet the people face to face and talk about your suffering, and especially our case under the occupation one. And we are here with a group of women, like we are 15 women. We come from all the cities from the West Bank, and we have two girls from Jerusalem too, and we have a girl that represents as an association from the Palestine 48. So it's something important for us to be with our friends here in UK and our friends all over the world for participate for the World Women a Day, and to tell all the people it's something nice, it's something important to exchange our experience and talk about suffering. And if I have to say something for the whole world, I would say something very, very nice, and I think they have to hear that very well. We are talking about peace in Palestine, and all the people talking about it. And actually, the peace is not just for end the suffering for the Palestinian or for the Israeli. We as a human being, as a people, as a human rights, international law, we should know if the peace gonna be happen one day. It's the peace for all over the world. It's not just for the two party for this conflict. And it's something very nice and something very important that the whole world have to notice this. And other message I have to say it, because I don't have all the time this chance, because we don't have the choice and the opportunity to travel all over the world, and when we take the chance once, we have to enjoying it. So I have to say, if our friends all over the world had to give us some support, I think they have to boycott Israel. And boycott Israel, it's something very important, and it's something that gives the big and the huge message. And this is what we have to do hand by hand. And our friend, I know all over the world, it support us and with us. And I am here in this program, and that's mean our friends doing something for our case. Thank you, guys.
You said about the boycott. I think was it the boycott BDS? Yeah, the BDS. Are you seeing clear effects in Palestine? Do you see people actually around? Because you've been traveling. Have you seen other people doing it other than in the UK?
Yeah, actually I was in France, and I start notice how these people working for the BDS, for the movement of boycott Israel, and that's what I hold it in my bag when I return home to Palestine, and told my friends, my family, or my Prosh people that okay, don't worry guys, we have a lot of friends that work for us and for our case outside Palestine. And this is lately what is making noisy for Israel people, and especially for Netanyahu government, that he is worried about this movement, because it's not just one hand, it's many hands. Everyone know what is really happened in Palestine. So yeah, I can see it, I can watch it. It's not just here in UK, it's in France, it's in America, it's in all over the world, I think. Yeah, and it's something very nice, because we speak them in the language that they understand it. And this is something very important. Now the women, it's not doing thing. You have to knock many other doors to make the other understand, okay, we are not alone in this case.
I just wanted to ask, why do you think it's taken people around the world so long to actually, no matter how small, make a step or even acknowledge the plight of the Palestinian people? Is it purely ignorance, or is it just that fact that they just too caught up in their lives and sort of, in a sense, self-centered, like revolving around themselves, to actually consider what's going on in the outside world?
هي بتحكي حسب ما فهمت هي بتسأل إنه ليش مش عم بينحكى عن فلسطين، ومش إنه الكل بيعرف فلسطين؟ هل هو السبب؟
I think it's my opinion, but I think that the reason it's easy, it's the media, because the media it's not always telling the truth, because the media it's controlled by the mentality of different people, and maybe the many of people who control this media is not very clear to talk about the reality in Palestine. This is one thing, and the second thing, not everyone have the chance to travel to Palestine and see the reality in the ground, and this is other thing. But I think coming lately, it's better to not come at all, and this is something we have to notice about it. And I remember the responsible for our group, she's a Dr. Fadwa, and she's from Al-Quds University, and she took her study here in UK, and she always told us the story that at the beginning when she came here to UK, no one there is something we called it Palestine, and I think in 1988, 1989, I'm not sure really about the date, but I think in this yeah, it's completely different, and it's still some people in this morning someone told me, you are from Pakistan. I told him no, it's Palestine. So sometimes you have to have the patience to talk about the others, and I told you it took many times, but in same times I think the thing is coming in better way. Yeah.
What do you think the solution is to create more awareness in the UK and around the world? You said one thing was the BDS movement and the exchange programs. Do you think there's other ways of getting more awareness, getting people more aware about the Palestinian issue? Do you think the academic route is one of those routes, or do you think there's some sort of bias in academia? For example, in universities we're taught a certain story about the Palestinians. Do you think we need to change that, or do you think we've already changed that, especially here in the UK? I forget about any other places, but in the UK, do you think the academic route is the way to get down to changing what's going on in Palestine?
I think we need to make more links between Palestine universities or Palestinian schools, and not just in UK, for all over the world, to let the people know about the situation, the real situation, because many people they don't know the real situation. But for me, actually, we want as well to improve the language skills, because it helps a lot in order to let the people know. Because when we speak in English, it's much easier for Europeans people to understand. So making links and international exchange, and as we did women visits, and we can have men visits as well. We can this, because it's not allowed for Palestinian people to come to UK. It's very complicated for the men to come to the UK, because yeah. It's much easier for women than men, because it's like a visa issue, you know. So it's complicated. I think it will help. Yeah.
So earlier, Najwa, you mentioned about people not having the chance to go to Palestine. So I just wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on the people who do get the chance to go to Palestine and are helping for whatever reasons, personal or just like humanitarian reasons? What's your opinion on like the do-gooders that go around and try and, for example, teaching English or helping out in projects?
Thank you for the question at the first, and my opinion in this, it's not just a phrase that I can answer this large question, but I can told you that the volunteers that come to Palestine, I can classification them into two group. One of them that it's really work for the Palestinian, and not just for the Palestinians, for this issue, for this occupation. And I think CADFA is one of this association, or one of this link, because it's annually, every year there's many groups that exchange from UK to Abu Dhabi or any other, and now they are trying to make another twinning with El Bira city, my city, with Northampton. So you can see, okay, it's something very nice, something very good, because it's something continuous for many projects, for helping many people with different activities, with different things. But this is first one. And the second one, we can talk about the other volunteers that come. You can see it just like auxiliary, like accessories, like okay, it's my ego. I'm going to Palestine. Okay, I will put it in my CV, and especially if what my study was political science or international relationship. So wow, something very nice. But in the deep, he will not understand. He was in Palestine, or she was in Palestine, for what goals, or for in what reason. And this is, we can see it in when they return back to their homes, they stop talking, they do nothing. The life is continuous, like nothing happened in the time that he was or she was in Palestine. And in same times, I hear many stories. To be honest, many of them are coming to Palestine, and they see the occupation, and see the checkpoints, and see the settlements, and see all of the occupation signs. Okay, at the weekend, maybe the weekend in Palestine, it's Friday and Saturday, they are going and hang up with the Israelis in the beach. So I don't understand. Okay, what is the point for this? Okay, you have to discover the two parties, but in the same time with logic. And in the same time, you have to be honest with yourself at the beginning, and then with the other people. If you don't understand the message at the beginning, so what's supposed to me to accept for you at the end? So.
Do you encourage people to come visit Palestine as a volunteer, not as a volunteer and as a tourist, or would you encourage them?
Actually, it's something very important for me and for my people and for my case and our occupation. Yeah, I invite all people come to Palestine, to visit Palestine, and to be a volunteers in Palestine. Why visit? Visit because it's something nice. You have to come to Palestine. We are a human. We are living a very life, even with occupation. We love life, and we each day when we are waking up, we wake up with a hope, not just to teach ourselves the hope, no, but to teach all over the world the hope. And our hope that one day we will see our land free. And when we see our land free, all the world gonna take the peace. And this is what everyone have to notice. And this is why I invite the people to come to Palestine to visit, because the Christian one had a good time, the Muslim one also, and the Jewish one also. And I say Jewish, yes, I say Jewish. And this is other message that all the people who heard us or show us have to notice. We have, please people, focus to this. We don't have any problem with Jewish people. We love Jewish, we love Christian people, we love Muslim people. If you return back to the history and take any book from the history part, you can see Palestine was living with this three religion with peace. And this is something very important. I invite the people come to visit Palestine. Just pick up your ticket and come. All the houses in Palestine is open for all the people who love come to Palestine. And Palestine, a place, need the people who love Palestine to come over and see how the life is going on there. And this is the part for the tourism, and the part for volunteers. Yes, it's something important, because when you come volunteers, you can do something more. because you bring something more in your bag when you return home to your country. So, welcome for all over the world to come to Palestine.
You were saying, as Palestinians, you live comfortably and, like, even under occupation. As a woman, is there a clear gendered experience? Like, do you feel like there is an effect on you as a woman under occupation, or is it just in general all Palestinians suffer the same way, or do women have to suffer more than anyone else?
As we talking about the women, the last 2 weeks I went to France with a group of women, and it was 3 women come from the camp refugees El Arub. It's the camp refugees between Bethlehem and Hebron, and this is the first time for these 3 ladies to go outside Palestine. And why I say go outside Palestine, because the time that we had the chance to travel, we had to go to Jordan and took our plane from there because we don't have airport in Palestine. So this 3 ladies was very surprised when they come to France, and they are coming to France to participate in the gallery for the tatriz embroidery. Yes. So it was something amazing because it gave the whole world the message that the Palestinian women, hand by hand with their men, and they build their families, and not the occupation can stop us. The father is work and the mother is work just to make this life is continuous and give their children all the opportunity to be happy in this life. And in the other side, yes, as a woman, as a Palestinian women, we are suffering because until now there's many of women are putting their babies in the checkpoints, and some of them cannot go to the hospital. So this is another image that show you how is the women in Palestine is suffering. But in same time, I can see the women in Palestine, there is no gender discrimination. Why? Because at the beginning of this suffering, from the first Intifada until this time, you can see the women is took a place and role as man, as 10 men, not just 1 man. So we have many rights for women, but in same time, like many women all over the world, there is still some issues that we can handle with the human rights, with international law. But in same time, the women in Palestine took a very large and very respectful space.
You spoke about women doing tatriz, embroidery. Obviously, this is part of Palestinian culture and our heritage, and it's very important to us. How does it make you feel when you see the occupational forces and the like Israel itself? How do you feel when they start taking that away from you, like saying our food, our culture, slowly they're moving that away from us? How does that make you feel as a Palestinian? And can you see that directly? Have you seen it living in Palestine? Has it happened to you?
Actually, that make us very strong, because you say this land for no people land, okay, but make sure there is a people and there is a culture and there is a traditional, and our Palestinian dress, our top Palestini is our identity. So you cannot steal this from us, because until now in our marriage we still have this dress. And you can steal it for the plane, for the people who works in the plane. Maybe you can steal our falafel, but in same time you cannot steal. Yeah, because it's something like the air with us. Until this time, we have the Palestinian dress traditional in our occasion, special occasion, and marriage exactly. And so that's what the Israeli cannot do it, because it's not their culture.
What else? I'll end with it. Yeah? Do you want to say something? Okay, I want to end this discussion. From each of you, I want you to either give advice or if you can, in one word, how can you describe Palestine to everyone around the world, not just people in the UK? How can you describe Palestine, like in one word? It doesn't have to be one word. It could be, like, how can you describe Palestine? What does it mean to you as a Palestinian woman? Like, what does Palestine mean to you? And how important is it?
Palestine is my homeland. I love Palestine so much. I hope freedom, Palestine, and enough. Yeah.
Palestine, it's a part of us. We can't live outside Palestine because it's our home, and we love everything there. It's our place, it's our land.
Okay. Palestine, the main word I would like to talk about Palestine is hope. Palestine is hope. Yeah.
I just say one word. Palestine is a hope, and she can teach the hope for all over the world. So everyone can take this chance to come to Palestine. Don't be late and come. We'll come for you all.
That was our discussion. A really, really nice discussion. Thank you so much. It's such an inspiration just hearing from you. Even though I'm Palestinian, it's another thing hearing it from you guys who've actually lived there. So thank you so much for sharing your stories. And inshallah, I hope people around the world will benefit from what you have to say. And I hope to see you guys again, because you guys should come back and educate the masses about what's going on in Palestine. That's the main thing. It's so important. Like you said, Palestine is hope, and the fact that you guys are here gives us all hope that there will be peace, inshallah, in the future. And yeah, hopefully, well, it will happen. Where there will be justice. One day, but every day, like one day at a time. And you guys being here is getting there. Like slowly, we are walking towards freedom. Thank you for listening.
Just to reiterate what Asil said, thank you so much. It has been really, really heartwarming and very enlightening at the same time. And I think it's very beautiful how you describe it as hope. And I think for me, no matter what, since the day I was born, Palestinians and Palestine has just been a teacher, because it has taught me so much about life. It has taught so many people about life. And I really, really do hope, inshallah, one day that justice will be served and everybody will just just happy, no more sadness. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we hope that you are as moved as I definitely am, and I know everyone else is here. But yeah, thank you.